Hi and welcome to C# of Student Record System. Let me show you how this works. The following information here, or the following record of a student here, we can always click on this and we view every single information of the student. If you click on print, there we go, and the record of this very student is ready for you to be printed. Okay, all you then need to do is click on print. Right. Now the next thing is you can go to next record and click on that, next, and click on that, click on previous to go back, and you can also exit if you want. So what I'm going to do now is to take you guys straight into Visual C#, and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Hi and welcome to C# tutorial. Now let's start by creating new project and select C# and make sure you select Windows Forms application. Let's give our project a name. I'm going to call that students underscore record underscore print. That's the name of my project. Click on OK. Alright, now that the form is ready, I'm going to define the size of this form. Let's change it to about 1386 by maybe 800, and right there, and here I'm going to change that to print student records. Right. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is to add a label. Let's come up here and add a label. Click on that and change the back color of this very label to control that dark. And now let's change the font size of that very label to something readable. Then we'll change that to about, let's go for 60, and let's change the color. I think 60 might be too much. Let's make it 50. Right, make that bold. Okay, now change the font color to control light, and change the text content to print student records. And let's come right up here, change the auto size to 4s, and let's drag it across. Come right here, drag it across as well. There. Now set alignment, make it center. Okay, maybe we'll move it up. Yeah, center is fine. Right, that's it. I'll move it up. There we go. Now the next thing we want to do is, you should have your own student records in a database. You can always create a database like I have in here. That's my student database there. So there I have a course, or let me show you guys the design view. Inside the design view, that's it right there. As for the course, that's the student profile right there, so have a good look at it. Then I also have students itself. Right, and the student profile, I've set student ID and course ID as a compound primary key. Okay, so I have a primary key here for the course as course code, and student ID as the primary key for the student. That's all. And if you like, you can always populate it. The choice is yours if you want to populate it. I've populated mine. There it is. Then I go ahead and created what you would call a query. That is it right there. So if you want to see my query, right click design view of the query. There we go. Right, so let's go back to C# itself. So in there, I will now go to my tools, click on tools, and let's select connect to database. Once that is ready, browse to wherever your student record is. I have my student record within my documents, and scroll right down. That's it right there. Click on OK. Get rid of this admin. If you want to test it, you can always click on text connection. There we go, that's working fine. Click on OK. Click on OK again. There we go. Now select data source, this very one here. If you don't have a data source, I think you should go to view. Right in here you should be able to see other window, and right there, that's your data source. Okay, once the data source is ready, click on add new data source. Click on next. Next again. Now make sure you have your student record in place. Click on next. And then this dialog box pops up asking you to save the database within your project. Click on yes, and then click on next. And there you have your table. Those are the tables. I don't need the tables, I only need the query. Click on query, that's the one you need, and click on finish. Right there, that's your query there. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is drop this down, select data view, click drag data view, drop it on board. That's your data view there, and align your data view how you want it. This is how I want my data view. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on tools. Let's grab panel, draw a panel there, and change the property of this very panel. Border style, make that fixed single. Now click and drag to copy that very panel. One. Let's copy another one, and two. There we go. The choice is yours, how you want it to look like. This is how I want mine to look like. I might as well copy just one more panel, place it right there. That's gonna be for my buttons. Right. Okay, the next thing I want to do before I continue is, you see this very panel here, I'm going to add buttons to it. I need 5 of those. Click and drag. Right, and let's change the back color of that very panel. Let's make it control that depth as well. There. And let's just speed up the whole development of this panel. Alright guys, this is how it all looks now. Okay, the next thing I want to do is to go back to the data grid view, and let's select details. Now let's grab the following. Let's go for the student, from student down, or just grab the data grid view. No, details, drag the details and drop it in here, and then just distribute it around. So I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay, this is how it looks. Now the next thing is, let's add a rich text box here. Click and drag. Right there. There we go. That's all there is to it. So now what we need to do is, let's run it and you guys see how it looks like before we start with the coding. There we go guys. So if I click on this, you see we can move down and we can always move back, but I want you to be able to use the button to do all those movements and be able to print as well and exit. So let's exit out of the system and come right down here. See where we have move next. We need the student record binding and double click on that. Click on next. Right there, I'm going to use try. Okay, try cache. So right in there, I'm going to use these very student. Let's go back in here and grab the name. I need it. There we go, student record binding. Copy that. So right in here, that will be, let's see, this dot student dot, let's call it move next. There. Okay, if that doesn't work, if we have an error, try cache. So I'm going to call that exception. Right. Yeah. Now come down, enter that, and let's say if there's any error, throw as follows: new application, throw new application exception, and let's say error, check your system. There we go. And come right down here, say comma ex. There we go, and that's it. Enter a semicolon there. So that's the first lines of code. Let's come back in. I've copied that. Double click on this, paste that in there, and change this one to move previous. Dot move previous. There we go. That's it, done. Alright, the next thing we want to do is, if we come right into exit, double click on exit, paste that in there, get rid of all of these, and we have to declare as follows. Okay, right up here I'm going to declare the following. So dialog results, I'm going to call it exit, and right in here let's enter as follows: I exit equals message box dot show, and that is to, let's say, confirm if you want to exit. Now, comma, let's enter the name of the program, student records, and out here let's use an inbuilt function of message box button. Try that again. Message box button dot yes or no, dot yes no, and comma message box dialog icon, message box icon dot question. Right, and I'll use an if statement to validate the option made, as if I exit equals dialog result dot yes, enter curly braces, application dot exit. There. Alright, that is that done. So this should be double equals, so that's fine now. So exit is taken care of as well. So let's come back in here. Now we've taken care of exit, previous, and next. We need to take care of print. In the case of print, let's go back to toolbox. Right inside the toolbox we need print document and print preview. Double click on that and also click on the print preview dialog. So make sure those two components are on board, or those two objects. Now select print preview dialog, come right here and select where we have documents, click on that and select print document. Make sure that is selected. Print preview dialog, you can come right in here. Now double click on print right there. You can just paste that in there, dot. So in this case that's going to be dot show. So that will be dot show dialog. But I think that's not good enough. Let me actually put that inside try cache. I'm just gonna copy all of those. So come right down here and paste that in there. Grab this, cut that off and paste it in here. Right, nothing is going to happen yet because I need to enter as follows. Let's come right in here. So we have to double click on the print documents. Right inside the documents we need to define how the system should print. E.dot graphic dot draw, the draw string, and that is going to be rt receipt dot text, comma, new font. And what type of font? Let me go for Arial. And let's say comma, the font size is 11, comma, and font size, let's make that regular. Font style, let's try that again. Font style dot regular. Okay, and what about the brush? The position of the brush, let's say comma, brush. Let's make that the color of the brush, let's make that black. And the position is going to be new point, and set the coordinate for that as 0, 0, and right there semicolon there. So if you click on the print button now, the system will actually print out something. I can demonstrate it, you see what's going to happen. Okay, right there guys. Okay, we can move next, we can move previous, and we can also click on print, but there will be nothing in there. Okay, as you can see, the print preview is empty. So close that. Let's exit out of the system. And for the exit, I did not enter the semicolon. This was how it was, but you make sure you enter semicolon for that. Right, that's the print preview working. I'm going to copy this because for the print preview I did not enter try cache. Let's double click and go back in there and paste that in there. Copy all of this and replace it with this. So that's just to trap any silly error. Okay, that's fine. Now the next one, let's see, all of that is done. The next one is for us to be able to display the records that we want. So in there we're going to double click on the record, double click on that, and I'm going to also use try cache. Copy all of that and get rid of the content in here. There, for my print details, I want that right in here. So right in here, there we go. Those are the details that are, or that is to be printed. Okay, so let me run it now. You guys see what I'm talking about. There we go, guys. So if you select any student records, let's say that's the one we're selecting, and just click on records, there we go. And you can always print out this very student record. The student name is here. Okay, Stephen Gerard. Just click on print, and right there, include the font size of that. There we go, guys. And that is how you create your own print student record using C#. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you enjoyed, and bye for now.